All right. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Late Afternoon Glass Off, otherwise known as the LAGO podcast. Joining me again is my good mate, Finley James. How are you, Finley?
Going well, Zach. How was your trip to Bali?
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Didn't get the Bali Betty. Didn't shit through the eye of the needle, so that's pretty good. Joining us in my lounge room, I was going to say some fancy studio, but at the end of the day, it's a lounge room, is our good friend, Caleb Tancred. How are you, Caleb?
Thanks for having me, lads. I look forward to it.
It's good to see you in my lounge room.
Is it?
Never thought I'd see the day.
There you go.
Absolutely frothing. What's the latest, mate? What's been going on in your world?
Just finished up at Korea for the last 6,000, which was good fun. Now back into work before the next one in Japan.
Any highlights from Korea?
We went to a bit of K-pop.
I saw this festival. Was that a little festival
Leno,
there?
Zave and I was sweating into a bit of K-pop.
Yeah.
Not before the comps. I know tins are involved, but we still got into it.
I saw an incredible video
It was so
on
funny.
Kai Ingles' close friends, and it was like some 60-year-old dude trying to do like a full TikTok dance at this K-pop
we were just headbanging
festival.
up the front. And we seen the judges the next day. We're like, we could see he's on the big screen.
That's amazing. Just quickly, are you for or against that wave pool setup?
I thought it was cool. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big for or against. I don't know. It's definitely a cool experience.
Look, we've spoken at length about the wave pool setup, and
Are you for or against?
Well,
it?
we've
I've got mixed emotions.
Yeah, we're similar to you. One thing though that probably we didn't consider, and a highlight of the event, which we spoke about, was the air show. Now, in actuality, that has become maybe a point of contention because Jarvis L's really badly injured his knee.
Yeah, but that's not the fucking WSL's fault for putting an air show.
No, it's not. But that
I twisted my ankle walking down the fucking rocks at Uluwatu. Just walking.
Yeah, but did you see the air section? It was pretty.
I haven't done any like pool air sections before, so I was kind of going in blindside, and it's pretty scary.
Is it
Like
sending you to the
to make it, you're going out into the flats. And like, that shallow water. So if you're not landing on your board, you're breaking your femur on the bottom. Like.
It was.
So Jarvie just tried to stick it, which is very unfortunate. And I think it scared the hell out of everyone else that came after him.
Yeah, who went after that?
That's
that
the reason.
Floater.
Probably the reason I didn't make one.
I don't blame
know how you back that up.
Comes up. We made the Instagram reel, which the audience may have seen. It was up for all of an hour, and then we realised how actually bad the injury was, and we took it straight down. But
heal up Jarvie. That fucking looked bad.
Yeah, but he comes up, thumbs up, smiling as always. So maybe that allowed a few crew to punch on with a few sections. But I don't know. Like the setup was maybe tough to watch at times because it seemed like, and it's no sort of detriment to the surfers in the event, but you kind of had to almost have a run, and it was very similar. And it seemed like the main differentiating factor was how hard guys were pushing, and you could tell the guys that had more power, they were making heats, and in the end, like obviously you got yourself to a pretty good result there with a quarterfinal finish, which is adding to your pretty good start to the season. You find yourself pretty high up in the rankings. We'll get to that later. But I mean, like, moving on from there, let's get back to the start. Born Central Coast, New South Wales, Avoca. Why surfing? Why not footy? And who got you into it?
It was footy for a long time.
Yep.
Yeah, it was footy and motorbike riding and
Motorbike riding?
yeah.
Fuck, we're 3 minutes in. I did not even know
until the
that.
parents took the bike and helmet off me. 'Cause
What did you have?
I broke both my arms. So I wasn't very good at it, so I wasn't going to make a career out of it.
Both your arms at once?
Nah.
Oh.
I got ran over on that one and then just went over the handlebars on that one, just on my uncle's property. Just down the bottom of the driveway, just hit a pothole.
What did you have? What bike?
It was nothing too big. I didn't get past the KTM 80.
KTM. Kids taking money.
Yeah.
Expensive bike. Was that a
And then
little two-banger?
Honda 80 as well. Yeah.
Was it a two-banger?
Yeah, it was
Power band
so
get you?
loud, yeah.
Oh, power band scares
The
the
earring
shit out of me.
So it was footy and motorbike riding for a long time.
How far
And
did you go
then-
in footy? Just quickly, were you playing rep level, or were you sort of?
I kind of like year 6, year 7 is kind of when it faded away a bit.
Yeah.
I love my footy. That was what I wanted to be, was a footy player.
Yeah.
Played Sydney North for schools with a couple of mates, and played with a couple of guys like Albert Hopewadi and
No way.
Ben Chavoidovich and stuff. In year 6, we won the Sydney North against like Sydney Southwest and stuff. It was like under 12s against guys with grown men and stuff, and he's us little tackers having a crack from the Central Coast.
What? Just quickly,
But
you showed us a
That was a
photo.
pretty heavy name drop.
No, it's good, man. Because you spend a lot of time, like you're good mates with Connor Watson and Ponga and those guys. So like you obviously come up in those circles. But you showed us a photo just before we started recording of you at your Year 10 formal. Not the biggest bloke. What position were you playing, and is that probably what influenced you to step away from footy?
No, I still wanted to keep battling away at it. Even
Were you
though
like
I was
one of those
tiny.
dogs that like
I was a little
small man syndrome?
I was a little hooker with like a little headgear and like an arm cast on. And I remember, what's his name? John Hopewadi come up to me after one of the Sydney. Oh yeah, because Albert was in the team. He come up to me after one of the games. He's like, rubbed me on the head. He's like, "You got big balls, kid." And I was like, "Thanks, mate."
That is high praise. You wouldn't know this. You do clearly.
Try this.
I had to get it in there. As soon as I heard the name, I just went, "Oh, there's no way we can't not talk about that." But
Big John.
I'm guessing his son has nothing to do with that, right?
No, and also, but like he doesn't miss either. He's got multiple children.
Doesn't miss what?
Well,
He doesn't shoot blanks, does he?
nah, all his children are thoroughbreds.
Doesn't miss.
They're all thoroughbreds, like literally NRL.
His genetic pool is just
There's
kissed by God.
There's like 5 of them that all play NRL. It's crazy. All have played NRL.
Yeah, they're good stock.
But yeah, so who probably pushed you more down the surfing route?
I think we ended up moving to a little apartment right behind the surf club in Avoca.
Yeah.
And it was probably just the proximity to the beach that I ended up just surfing every morning, every afternoon, just going to and from all day.
Yeah.
Ended up just falling in love with it at that age, like around year 5, year 6, and then started to get a few sponsor opportunities. So then I was like, oh, should I maybe step back from footy and
Focus on this.
Yeah.
For sure.
So you were hailed a young prodigy. I was lucky enough to be somewhat around at this point, and you were like that kid that everyone kind of parted way when you walk through the street. Like,
That's
there
a load
he
of
is.
shit.
There he is.
Bit of GST on that.
You're the 2013 under-14s champion, 2014 under-14s champion, won back-to-back years. Mark Richards Award for Most Promising Surfer, 2014. In 2014, you won the Oki Grom-Com. You won the Oki Grom-Com in 2014. In 2013, year before, you won the Skull Candy. What was the recipe for success, do you think? Obviously, no one's really got that list in those 2 years. What kind of clicked?
I think I was just literally just probably addicted to the sport. Like, it's all I ever wanted to do. From year 7 to year 10, I've still got the same mates to do today, but they were all, they were keen to chase girls and starting to get into, going to parties and stuff. And it didn't even interest me one bit, which is like, I don't know, which I look back and it just worked out perfect, It wasn't for any reason. I just wasn't interested in it. I just loved surfing and, still scared of girls to this day. I think it just was kind of just worked out perfect for me.
So
that I wasn't interested in
strong-
anything else but surfing and was just so dedicated to it.
Wake up, surf.
Yeah, I think
Think
it's just
about
all
surf.
I wanted to know.
Yep.
Couldn't tell you why that was but
Everything else was a distraction.
Yeah. But I didn't even look at it as a distraction. I just wasn't even too interested in it, to be honest.
Yeah.
All I knew was surfing. And that's all I was doing, just getting after it, and I guess it worked out all right.
And you get rewarded for that sort of pure love for the sport by a major company picking you up at around sort of year 8 or 9 at high school. Billabong come in, offer you a nice salary for a young kid at the time, how do you deal with the pressure of others watching you and sort of knowing that, hey, like, this is Caleb, he's kind of like, he's on this really big contract for a young fella. How do you sort of avoid going down like bad paths and becoming like big-headed in that as well?
Because I read that contract. I've got it on my laptop. And I would have been walking around
It's
school.
not big, that's for sure.
Well, if you look at like some of the contracts that I've been told about that happen these days, it's a big one comparatively,
Yeah,
like,
it's not huge, but like time specific and age specific. Like, I would have walked into school
to
going,
compare to
I'm the
what's around
fucking
there.
man.
Yeah. No, To be honest, I'd probably you would probably know more about like that contract than I did. I don't even know what the salary was.
You signed it, so
yeah, I signed on the line, but I didn't read the figures too much. I was just
Well,
it probably came at around year 10,
and
I was just more stoked to get the opportunity that it was enough that I could drop out of school and call it that's my job.
Yeah.
And that was good enough for me.
Was there anyone else like surfing at your school, or was it kind of you? Like in your year, did you have a little surf group?
I did before that, like when I was really kind of primary school to start of high school. There's a few of us around Avoca really pushing each other, like Leno Chell and Finial and Sandy Whitaker and
Sandy Whit. There's a name I haven't heard in a minute.
Macy was there and Kirabel Olsen and it was just such a cool community to grow up in. Like you didn't have to text someone or find a buddy to go surf with. You could just rock up at the beach and there'd be someone there pushing you. Yeah, and I think we all benefited from it massively.
Yeah, that's a good pedigree of crew.
Plus, you also have the likes of like Wilco. You've got Ace Buchan from that area. Like these guys that are long time tour campaigners. Plus, which is my next question, Glenn Micro Hall. Yeah. When does he come into your life, and how much of an influence has he been for you growing up?
Yeah, he's incredible. Like I'll forever be in debt to Micro. Yeah. And guys like Ace too, was very fortunate to grow up like 2 doors down from Ace. So once he saw I was kind of at a certain level, he took me under his wing and took me surfing to the more decent spots up the coast, and got so much out of that. But yeah, Glenn, I was probably 10 to 12. I don't know exactly what age was, and he just came up mid surf and was like, "Oh, do you want to start doing some sessions?" And I thought I was the bee's knees when he asked that, like I went home to the parents and they're like, "Oh, he wants to coach me, They're like, "Oh, he's probably just after a bit of work, mate."
Yeah, he saw your billboard contract when fucking, thanks for coming.
He's probably just after a bit of cash. And I was like, yeah, but like, can I do it? And then started doing a few sessions, and then he's just always been in my corner, like more than a coach, He's
mentor.
He's a life mentor, whether it's in the water or out of the water. And yeah, he's forever given me the greatest opportunities. When he was on tour, dragged me along, let me sleep on the couch, and I'll forever be in debt to him.
What's some things that he don't give us your best your best?
Got to pay for that.
Yeah, you got to pay for that one. You got to sign up.
He'll invoice me for it.
Yeah. But what are some certain things that you kind of listened to and went, "Fuck, that just makes sense"? Like, is there anything where what makes him better than the rest?
I think why he's such a great coach is he was like one of the greatest competitors as a surfer. That's how he got through his heats. He would think differently to other people, not just go out there and ride a few waves. We were watching highlights against. We're watching his Nike Trestles highlights, and he made the final at Trestles. Beat John in the semis, and then was up against Gabby in the final, which is incredible.
That's a major throwback, and like he is the definition of like sort of punching above your weight talent wise. He's never like the most talented guy, and he'd probably be the first to say that as well. I don't think I'm speaking out of terms there, but just his surfing brain. Like you sort of put Micro and Trestles together and it doesn't seem like a match really. But for him to make that final, they beat John, come up against Gabby and still be going, all right, how am I going to beat this bloke? Like,
yeah, there's a way to win everything.
For sure. Yeah. It's not just one set recipe to win a heat. There's multiple ways to do it. And
for sure. And I think probably why he has been such a successful coach, his frame of mind and his competitive skills and ability to get the best out of people. And then he's been able to work with very talented crop of people to then give them that success.
Yeah. Well, he turned Wilco from rollerblading around bloody Snapper Rocks into world number one.
In his sardine wet too.
Yeah. Like that was a huge turnaround. I think that's probably what put him on the map as well as the super coach at the time.
And Owen
too.
The winner Snapper, I think he was involved in that. And some of Tyler's world titles and Molly's recent success.
Absolutely.
I mentioned him on the pod not long ago. He stood up for me when Bethany Hamilton burned me at Cloudbreak. So that's my
what did he say?
He just went up to Bethany and just goes, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
Like, genuine question. Yeah. What are you doing? And she was like, "Oh, I don't know. I didn't see him." And he's like, just watch out.
Yeah.
That was all he said.
He ran into her as well, by the way. It didn't just drop.
Yeah, I collected her.
But
I was doing about Mach 3 and hit her.
I spoke to the filmer on the weekend. at Condensing, and he's going to try and find the clip for us too. So there's a clip
I've
somewhere.
been trying to find it for 3 weeks. That's how old the clip
I'll be
is.
keen to see it.
Yeah, we'll try and
Yeah,
release
let
it.
alone from coaching. He's just
Just
a
a legend.
genuine great person. Yeah.
Yeah.
He really is. I was fortunate enough. He was part of the what's it called? Aussie New South Wales team coach when
He
I
was,
doing it.
yeah, at Kiama.
You would have been there. Yeah.
That was kind of, we'd done a bit of coaching before that, and then
Yeah, you would have been there for that one, I reckon.
yeah.
Yeah. So that's how it was. Fucking
Was Blakey Johnson a coach too?
and Andy King.
And Andy King.
That's the best trio. of
Jeremy
you could
Walters
have.
was a coach for.
He was too.
I think the Stratty one
Yep.
a couple of years later.
Yep.
It's a sick crew of
Stratty
coaches.
one.
Star-studded coaching lineup with those guys.
I think Kai Warner won the Stratty one.
Really?
Yep.
It was
That
pumping
was
out. It was pretty
cooking.
good
It was
cylinders.
pumping
Yeah, I
cylinders.
lost first heat. I was spewing.
I in the final
First
got
hit of the good
waved in
day.
my life. Got like a 10-second barrel and fell at the end.
Oh, fuck.
And then I didn't get back out because
Yeah,
you have
that
to do
was
like a 4-kilometre run around.
That
But
was incredible.
that was a good event.
Who was your, like, at the time as well, coming through? Who did you have a guy that you found yourself battling against more often than not? Like a guy at the top of the division that you were kind of head to head with a lot?
Probably Mickey D. Yeah, competitive E lot.
Yeah.
I think a lot of my strengths as a kid was probably just being a good competitor.
Yeah.
Going that for Micro, and Mikey was one that didn't take the competitive side of things lightly either. And
No.
I enjoyed those battles. Like,
For sure.
it's cool we've become good mates now, but it was never always that way.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like,
we used to paddle each other up and down the beach.
both similar, like
Over each other.
competitive.
Yeah, I think
Competitiveness.
we both look forward to it.
Yeah.
And you
That was good fun, and then also obviously Dakota.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had many battles in the
Yeah.
hockey and stuff.
And you had a final with Mike and a QS, right? Down at
Yeah, Port Stevens.
Port Stevens.
Yeah, little 1,000.
and you beat
It
him?
was only pretty dribble. Yeah, it wasn't the most exciting final, but yeah,
Take it, mate.
I got
Don't
I'll
talk
take
it down.
Yeah,
For
it
sure.
wasn't riveting stuff, but I got the win.
Absolutely. That's
Yeah.
all that matters. Yeah, look, we kind of move on from that stage in your life, sort of your Billabong days. Around 2017, you make the switch to Hurley.
Yeah.
Why the change there? Was it a cash thing? Was it an opportunity thing?
I think it was it was mainly the way like I wanted to take my career,
Yeah.
and like from a brand's perspective.
Yeah.
Hurley was with Nike at that stage, and they were really like a really athlete driven and like performance based company.
Yeah, yeah.
And I felt like that was the route I wanted to go down. I felt like Billabong were like kind of influencing their like, well, not influencing, but we're happy either way whether you competed or not.
Yeah.
And I was certain that I wanted to be a competitive surfer, so
sure.
I didn't want to be influenced at a young age to maybe not compete.
Yeah.
I was keen to get under the Hurley and Nike program,
And to have the Nike tick on your board as well, were you running that at any stage?
Yeah,
that's
that's pretty cool, yeah.
I think so
get
too.
some Hot Wheels there. It was pretty sick.
Was that a fruitful contract compared to the Billabong one?
I couldn't tell you. Like,
It's just mum and dad managed.
I had a manager, but yeah. I couldn't tell you the figure difference or what it was. My decision at the end of the day was just that, like just the brands route that they were taking.
Yeah.
I think that says it enough in itself that you don't even need to look at the money.
No.
You're just cruising through life. Life's fucking great. Smelling the road.
Yeah, again, it was enough to live a life as a professional surfer.
Yeah.
Which was enough for me.
And who was the team manager at Hurley who put you on?
We worked with Rossi.
Yep.
And then Pat O'Connell.
Mm-hmm.
And Mick Talbot was running the stuff in Australia as well.
Yep.
And just their team at the time was incredible. Like, I was able to travel
phenomenal.
and stay in their houses that they were putting their CT surfers up in, which was an incredible experience. Like, staying in, Ace took me to Jeffreys Bay and I slept on his floor. But, like, in the same house, like the other end of the house was, John. And I was like,
Wow.
like, those opportunities you can't really pass up.
You were just like lining up their shoes every morning. Just like,
Making
"Here
their
you go,
coffees
John."
when they were ready.
Yeah.
Some pretty spiffy wetsuits as well. I was going back through your Instagram today, and you're rocking the white weddy.
Pretty
back in the
Larry.
day.
Yeah,
It was sick, but I like it.
You'd want to be ripping if you're in a white weddy. That's for
You
sure.
fucking were.
I seen that the other day. I didn't have a weddy at home, and there was that white one still sitting there. I was like, no, I don't have it in me anymore. I'm not ripping hard enough.
So you go through an extensive career for a junior. You pretty much win everything you enter. 2019 comes around. seems like from afar, from, you know, our perspective or the rest of the world's perspective, things kind of go a little quiet. Do you mind sharing what happened in 2019?
Yeah, I definitely went MIA without any explanation.
Because everything was there, like, you're winning. The pathway, I was thinking about this today, like, the pathway you were on resembled what Ethan was doing. So Ethan went through and won all your Ockies and shit, like, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, he won all those, but I'd say his level of surfing at the time was probably levels above, as we can see now. But yeah, we won the same things. I'll give you that. But
I feel like I reckon your junior career was better. When I talk like junior, not like pro junior or anything like that. Yeah.
I know it's just hard to agree with that, seeing what he's done now, you know.
But if you put your history next to each other, like you're on par.
Yeah, once you get 18, it's probably along.
And also, it's like horses for courses. Like no one really can compare to Ethan surfing on the rail, but you had that extra sort of level of X factor that he probably doesn't have, which maybe balances that out. So it's easy to go, oh, I'm not at Ethan's level, but like, you know what I mean? Back then you were doing pretty crazy punts that I'm sure Ethan wasn't doing, so it balances out in that manner. But yeah, what kind of happens during that time? Like you drop off the face of the planet, it seems like. What's going on for you at that point? Yeah,
definitely been weird from like someone who's like semi close, but not, you know, a foot in the door. I did that last year on the QS. What was I, 17 or 18 when I was riding for Hurley? And during that time, I had a few family things going at home, and that was probably the toughest year of my life, even competitively, even though I got my greatest results, you know. I was a couple of heats away from qualifying at one point. But yeah, I didn't enjoy that year. I didn't want to be away from home. It was just, at the time, my mother and my little sister living at home, and I hated being away from them. Having to leave, I was always, you know, calling my mum, like, can I come home? Can I come home? Like, I don't want to leave you guys. But it made her, like, she, like, convinced me that made her happy, like, me competing and getting results. And so that was kind of keeping me getting through. But then it got to the end of the year, and I was, happy, just whatever happened with the Hurley contract. It worked out well that ended up falling apart with them dropping and culling a lot of team. And
so that was the same time they were going through a few issues, right?
Yeah.
With identity and whatnot?
For sure. That didn't influence my decision at all. I was pretty set that at the time I needed to be home with my family. And that's what I put forward at the time. But yeah, it was an easier conversation for myself just to tell people I've burnt out. You know, it's been a big 5 years, and I've probably gone too hard too early. That was kind of the easier conversation, to not have anyone question why. But yeah,
was it too hard to answer why, or was it just...
Yeah, I still struggle talking about it now. Like, I've never actually talked about it with anyone apart from, you know, your micros and my mum and some of my best mates. But yeah, it's definitely tough, but put family first, and I wouldn't change what I did for anything. But while I was doing that, Mum wasn't just going to let me sit there twiddling my thumbs. So she made me go back and study. She's like, "Oh, if you're sitting here hanging around the house, like, what are you going to do?" So she entered me in a course to finish my year 11 and 12, and I did that in 12 months. And then...
What's that course look like? Like,
and before we get to that as well, your ATAR, I've heard things. What was it?
Oh, no, it was like... So the course that I did was like a uni-based...
Like a bridging course?
Yeah, so anyone can go back and do it. It's kind of like an open foundation.
Right. So you didn't get...
I only got in through Surfing Australia. Helped me get into that through like an athlete program or something.
Right, so you didn't get an ATAR?
I didn't get an ATAR. No, I dropped down year 10 to surf.
Oh, true.
Yeah. So I had to go back and do this to then get into the uni degree.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, and Mum's a school teacher as well, so... she's like, COVID's happening, surfing's on pause, like... What are you going to do? Go back and finish your school. So I did that, and then COVID was still happening, and the sport's kind of put on hold. Although, when I stepped away, like, I was pretty certain that, you know, it might be forever. Like, I wasn't like, oh, this will be 2 years, this will be 3 years. Like, I was just so set on being home and being around home. And then, I finished that year 12 course. COVID was still happening, the sport was on pause, so she's like, oh, what do you want to do? Like, do you want to try a degree? I was like, I got no idea. Like, I don't know anything but surf. I'm like, what the fuck do I do? She's
back
like,
then,
she's
did
like,
you?
oh, you love design, whether that's fashion or architecture, like just design in general. And then you've been labouring in the time being. Obviously, I had to get a job after I stopped surfing, which was a rude shock. Labouring, carrying timbers and oiling some posts.
How were your hands in those first couple of weeks?
Pretty sore. But I don't know, I got on the job site and I felt like it was kind of like an opportunity to prove myself, because everyone would have been going, oh, this kid's never worked a day in his life.
Yep.
So I kind of took it as that and proved myself. And but yeah, kind of just mixed like design and then construction and kind of lean on architecture.
Yep.
But yeah, my ATAR wasn't anything incredible. It was through that
Yeah,
Year 12
right.
course, it accesses you into like a Newcastle architecture program.
Right.
And then through that, I got like a portfolio pathway to Sydney Uni.
Wow.
That's got a crazy ATAR to get into that course.
So but you were able to get into that.
I was able to get into that through like a portfolio, not through my marks, like just recent work that I'd done at uni.
Yeah, okay. Because I assumed...
But it's got an incredible ATAR and like...
Yeah.
It was leaps and bounds above my level. Like I was listening to people talk in class and I was just trying to keep shut because it sounds so dumb if I open my mouth.
Mate, can I just say though, like the fact that you did it and you've come out the other end is a testament to you, because I recently started a coding degree, which because I've got...
Why the fuck didn't you tell me this? I sit next to you every 5 fucking minutes and you didn't tell me this.
I'm not doing it now, but I got a bachelor's degree before that, and I sort of was like kind of... I'm now doing a podcast, but before this I was like kind of...
We get paid lots too.
I was kind of like, what do I do here? And I started a coding degree, and it was quite an advanced level coding. It was a master's. And I jumped into that and was like, I had good enough marks through my psych degree to get into it. And it was like, they're not related in any way, shape or form, by the way. Jumped into that and I was like, in uni, you have what's called a census date. You'd be aware of this, but you maybe not so much. I
have a USI number.
Does
that matter?
No.
Fuck.
You get maybe, I don't know, 4 to 6 weeks or whatever it is in your course before they charge you for the degree. So you can basically pull out before that and at no cost to you.
It's like lay-by.
Yeah, essentially. But I started and used the census date as my like motivation to keep going. I'm going past this census date. I'm sticking it out.
How much percentage do you have to pay if you go just past it?
Well,
the consensus date?
It was 1 semester, but each semester was like a lot of money. It was like I wasn't doing many units. It was like $6,000, I think, for like just that one semester. And I went past it, got an extra 2 weeks in and went, I can't do this anymore. Like I'm actually so dumb compared to these people. Got out of there. It was an absolute hassle to get out of paying for it. Managed to. A few things happened, but we got there. So for yourself, mate, to like, I know it's a huge ATAR to get into and you were able to get into it, but the fact that you stuck it out is huge, because it's not an easy thing to do a degree, like by no means. And to do an architecture degree at University of Sydney, right? That's huge. So
I'm pretty stoked.
I'm
glad I've got to the other end of it at some points. I never thought there'd be other side to it. It's definitely a hectic course, as the people who've done that would say. You know, like it's definitely some courses take a lot more study than others, and it was one of them. I was quickly aware of. You know, people just sleeping in at uni, like trying to get their final presentations done and falling asleep in class. And, but it definitely taught me a lot of work ethic and discipline to get through it.
100%.
And something again from Mum, she's like, oh, you've started it, like you got to finish it now. But it definitely made it easier. I definitely enjoyed the topics and the subject.
Amazing.
And I'm stoked I did.
Where did design come from? You said it could have been textiles or anything. Like where do you think that was stemmed from?
I don't know, just being interested in creativity, I think. Like, whether that's what someone's wearing, the wheels on their feet, like, I don't know, the spray on their board. Why someone's built something a certain way.
You always had nice sprays as well. Growing up, I'd see your boards and I go, they are so sick.
Yeah, Adrian Turner's a beast. He's so good. I remember taking boards to his house in the entrance and he'd whip them up in half an hour and he'd be stoked. Leno must have liked them too.
There we go.
Leno must have been a big fan.
So as an architect now, so you've just started your new job. what does your day to day look like? What is the role of an architect?
Yeah, I'm only a week in. I don't want to call it too early. I'm stoked just to hold on to the job for a week. Definitely feel a little bit out of place, but I'm figuring it out on the run. And just in the office, just helping out whatever's needed. Like they'll sketch a big idea and a plan, and I'll go and put it into the software and put it onto big sheets so the client can read it and attach labels and stuff so it can go through council. And it's pretty basic stuff what I'm doing. But they're doing all the designing. I'm just doing a lot of documentation side of things.
But at the end of the day,
but that's the plan. I want to get to designing because that's the fun part of it.
Right. So at the end of when you feel comfortable in your new position, you're going to be designing things. Is that right?
Hopefully, yeah. So I got a job for a landscape architects company from Sydney, and they've just opened an office in Byron, trying to branch out and network up here. And it's just Fraser, Devell and I in the office. So it's a pretty cool boss to have. Honourable
mention from about 10 pods ago, I think.
I did get a bait at some point,
Yeah, I said he was doing $1 million gardens in something.
Yeah. So we get to work on some pretty cool jobs and pretty exciting jobs. So, he just passes stuff over the table and kind of points me in the right direction, do this, do that.
Beautiful.
But I'm enjoying it so far.
What a terrible boss.
Hopefully hold on to it. Yeah, shit boss.
Zach, you got a question here about... do you want to read the Euro?
Yeah. So I went through your Instagram. We've been doing some serious fucking stalking. I reckon the FBI are about to kick down my door right now for being a weird.
I figured. Is there apps you can check that, or who's been?
To be honest, when I transitioned into the role, Bowie flicked me a document with all the athlete contracts and whatnot, and there happened to be a document with yours, which was a list of your achievements, and I went, "Fucking great!"
Well, my document's still on the.
Mate, I got
you're on record,
Gandhi's
mate.
Really?
Yeah, everyone.
Can I have it back?
Mate,
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
If you I was going to say beat me in an arm wrestle, but you would. You really would, and that'd be fucked.
What have I got a place on the QS?
We'll have that conversation off air.
He's put him on the spot. That's unreal. I've never seen him flustered like that before.
I'm so flustered because I just know that I was ready to hit him with like, if you do this, and I was like, fuck, he's going to do it. But it looked like you had your time off. You stayed around with your mum and your sister.
Yeah.
Then you go to Europe for a bit. See, you had a bit of a Europe summer.
Yeah. That was only kind of recent, much more recent. Yeah.
Much more recent?
Yeah.
A good-looking lad like you, surely you had some fun abroad.
Radio.
That's us, mate.
Yeah. No, we had great fun.
Yeah, where'd you go? What'd you do?
One of my best mates and I, we had a lot of mates that went there the year before and ended up just staying there and working on yachts and in the snow and stuff.
Tends to happen.
So in between uni, we saved up for 6 months and we were like, all right, we got 5 weeks. Let's cram as much in as we can, and link up with the boys like wherever we can. So didn't take one board,
not one,
just a duffel bag over the shoulder and a bung MCL that I'd done a couple of weeks before. The best part was probably linking up with all the boys we hadn't seen in 12 months at running with the Bulls in Pamplona.
Running with the fucking Bulls with a bung MCL.
Skits, bung MCL. Couldn't feel it though. The adrenaline was fucked up.
Did you get a bullhorn up the butt?
No, one skimmed past me. It was wild. You run into there's this tunnel before it goes into the Coliseum where they run through. Tunnel's obviously got masonry walls either side, so you can't hide very far. And I just hear the hooves like running down the second wave of Bulls. I hear the hooves just like trotting on the cobblestone around the corner. Just had to like Spider-Man up against the wall, and this ton bull just comes skimming past me.
Oh my god!
And then you run into the Coliseum and you try and get out of there because you're just near death. And locals are just pushing you back in, and I was like, mate, I'm in I'm about to cry. Like, please let me out. But it was such an incredible experience. So glad I did it. There was 8 of us, and as soon as the gun goes off, everyone disperses. But I would never do it again, and I wouldn't recommend doing it. But I'm so glad I did it. Like one of those things.
People get proper messed up in that, eh?
Yeah, I seen a dead guy.
Oh my god!
I ran past a guy that'd just been squashed on the head on the cobblestone and
properly dead.
He was dead. We seen a video of it afterwards, and he got just stomped by a hoof.
Did they make you sign a waiver or anything?
No.
You just
you climb under the barricades and you're off and away.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
That's your entry fee.
Yeah.
So you don't sign up for it.
You just climb under. And the cobblestones are like wet because people have been drinking on them till just before the race.
Oh my god!
But yeah, that scared the shit out of us. And this bloke was just head squashed. Got to keep running.
Oh.
Sorry, buddy.
Sorry, buddy.
And then we seen some Aussie blokes on the train the next day. They're like, "Oh, did you see that guy got body bagged out of there?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm assuming it was him."
Fucking hell.
But it's pretty funny. It's kind of just Aussies and the Spanish crew that are dumb enough to do it. Like you're running through the street and you see Aussie voices like, fuck. Like, you know, so funny hearing that Aussie voice.
Everyone's talking Spanish and you just hear, fuck, we
Yeah.
dead.
Is there more coming?
Oh my
Yeah, it's
god!
funny. Incredible experience. So glad I did it.
Yeah.
And then just finish off the rest of the trip going down through Portugal and across to Greece and stuff.
So what countries did you do? Portugal, Greece?
We did
Spain.
A lot of time in Spain, Portugal, Greece. Went to Morocco for a couple of days. It was cool. Wasn't much happening in the summertime. There's
No waves.
No waves, no.
That would have been good for you, though. Imagine if it was
a
waves.
good reset.
Fucking-
And because of their culture, they don't really drink much alcohol, which is kind of a great little detox before going over.
They're Arabic, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're Arabic.
Yeah, I just know they don't drink.
Yeah, which
was a
Muslim country.
Muslim, yeah.
Yeah.
Which was kind of a great little detox before going to Greece. We just drove up and down the points and checked it all out, but I'd love to go back in winter.
Mykonos?
It's incredible.
Fin Greece?
Nah, I didn't do Mykonos, did Naxos. We had friends living in Naxos, so we got a bit of free accommodation to finish up.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I didn't get across any of those Greece islands.
Yep.
That's on the next bucket list. Have you been?
Yeah.
Greece Island?
Yeah, I had a good motorbike stack in Greece
Did
at
ya?
5 a.m. with my friends.
A few tins under the belt.
Yeah, couple tins. Oh, no, there was no tins according to my travel insurance
Oh,
company.
yeah, obviously, yeah.
Yeah, no, I was sober.
Probably need to
I was-
plug that out.
I was just checking the
Bit
surf.
of loose cobble under the wheel, eh?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
it.
the fuckedest thing, I was driving home with 3 of my mates on the motorbike. Sorry, there's 3 of us. 3 on one motorbike. Dropped one off. He got home safe. Dropped my other mate off. He got home safe. I was riding the bike by myself for 2 minutes. Come around the corner and there was a car coming. I was like, oh,
Did you
fuck.
go square into the car?
I just went straight down like a fucking sack of shit and just slid along the ground. Got like, that was fine. It was,
Yeah.
I was okay. But the motorbike rested up against my leg and the muffler was, do you know when you put a lighter under
burn
someone's
your
foot?
leg. Yeah,
and you
yeah.
can't tell. I was like, oh, I'm probably dead. But the muffler was just resting on my skin and I got 3rd-degree burn on my calf.
How long was that through the trip?
That was like 2 weeks in,
Yeah.
and then I went to Egypt out of all places
No
after
way.
with a weeping pussy
Yeah.
burn, and it was just the one place on earth you don't want to have an infection.
That's fucked.
But I miraculously
You're
got
still
away with
here
it.
to tell the tale.
Yeah,
Look, moving on from Euro trip, you've had your sabbatical now. Is that the best thing you've ever done? Do you think? In your looking back on it now, given what we know now, would you?
Europe?
No, your actual
Just time off.
Your sabbatical from pro surfing,
Oh,
doing your degree, going to Europe, coming back.
Yeah.
Is that in hindsight now? Would you change anything?
Nah, not one bit.
Yeah.
Although I'm playing catch up a lot,
Sure.
Well,
you're playing
feel
catch
like-
up. You're 24, right?
Playing catch up, in terms of getting my seating back and
Yeah.
Right, gotcha.
trying to get my level of surfing back to where it needs to be to push for event wins. But yeah, Europe, I'd made the decision. I kind of knew I was getting back into surfing the year after. Yeah. So I was like, this is something I need to get out of my system before I want to put my head down and knuckle down, which was great.
Yeah. So you knew by Europe you were going to come back.
Yeah,
Was there a point
probably
where
near 12 months before.
Yeah.
But I still had my uni degree to finish off.
Yeah.
But that's when I really started, starting to put things in place and surf a bit more and get back in physical shape. Blew out there for a bit to 78 kegs. I remember doing the board riders battle on Lake Call once and just getting sprayed for how big I was. It was so slow up the beach. But it was just it wasn't bad weight. I was just not surfing and shifting tin in the gym, just trying to get as big as possible for the Bondi beaches.
I love it.
But
Sound like
yeah,
it's
no,
great.
I wouldn't change a thing at all.
Yeah. Did you learn a
Enjoyed my
lot?
path. What's that?
Did you learn a lot?
100%. Yeah, I've learned heaps.
What did you learn? What's the key takeaway from? I'm guessing you learn a lot of skills of how to handle emotion and whatnot.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I grew up pretty quickly, I feel like. And just, there's more to life than surfing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't get so caught up in the industry and, you know, what people think about you.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely feel like it's a very small world and everyone's worried about what someone's saying about them and biting their tongue a bit because sponsors watching you or not that I say anything too reckless, I don't think, but just not, you know, just being yourself a bit more and confident that what you're doing is on the right path. Is kind of what I took away from it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool. No, it's sensational. And you're back now chasing it. Was there a moment in that time where you thought you're going to hang the boots up for good and be like a me? Or just...
He'd still probably mop me in a heap.
No, but in a way that it's like... I had a point where I was like, fuck, if you want to be a pro surfer, fine, but I'm just not going to do it. Like, was there a point where you went... That's it. Like,
I honestly thought when I stepped away, it's like, this is it. Like,
that's
I'm
done.
so happy stepping away. Like, I wasn't thinking about anything else but what was in front of me at the time. Just making sure everything was good at home. Yeah, I honestly didn't know how long it would be. And probably no one around me did either.
Yeah.
But Micro and Mum were always there, just slightly asking the question every now and then, like, do you want to get back into it? Do you want to get back into it? I was like, no, I'm not fast. Like, I'm so happy just learning another skill and connected with my friends again. And I didn't even really surf or anything during that time, you know. Like, I totally neglected the sport, I feel like. And now getting back into it, it's kind of understandable why I neglected the sport. It's like, you know, you wanted to be there the whole time. But I just wasn't, you know, in a spot to do so. I had other things I needed to put first. So I neglected the sport. I didn't even watch it. I didn't really do it, to be honest.
So it was like...
So then when I did surf, it would give me the shit, so I wouldn't do it anymore.
Fair.
You know, you know how often you need to surf to stay sharp.
Yeah. So I was going to say, so like remove, like that was the best option for you, was like just removing yourself from the sport so that you didn't have that sort of inkling in the back of your mind going, oh, like, should I still be doing this, you know?
Yeah, I didn't want to half do it. But then when the end of my degree was in sight and family was in a good spot, I was like, oh, this might actually be an opportunity I can chase again.
So the fire never went out?
No, fire didn't go out,
Yeah.
I told people that, I was burning out, but there was just other things I needed to put first at the time. And now I can feel like I can be a bit selfish again and put myself first and have a crack again.
And around this sort of a similar time that you decided to come back, Julian Wilson, with his new company, Revere, now a couple of things. Like, I'm assuming he was one of your heroes growing up, coming from Team Hurley.
Yeah.
That's got to give you a massive buzz that he's sort of seen you, you've done what you had to do, you've come back, and he's only got a small team of crew. Like, for him to identify you and go, hey, I want you to be part of my team, and like to pursue your dream now, like that massive for you in your decision.
For sure, he definitely does. Definitely doesn't just put people on willy-nilly, you know. If he's going to put them on, he wants to give you time of day and believes you can obviously do something.
For sure.
But yeah, this came, what did we partnered up about a year left to go in my uni degree. Yeah. And I was very clear. I was like, look, like, I'm so keen to get back into surfing, but I can't right now.
Yeah.
Like, what do you want to do? And obviously at the time it was just a couple of trips here and there, fit them in between uni and a few development trips to then be ready to go the year after. Yeah. Which worked very well at the time.
Amazing. And seeing your boss push through the trials into the CT at Burleigh, that's got to give you some sort of motivation as well, right? Like, that's got to keep the fire burning too. Yeah,
definitely gives you a nudge coming back, just going, oh, you can't just come back and, you know, take part. Like, he's giving a real nudge at the top, so if you're going to come back, do something with it, you know.
Absolutely. You'd love to flog him, wouldn't you?
I'd love to have a heat.
Yeah.
He'd mop the floor with me. But
oh, no.
It'd be good fun.
I reckon
he did the QS at the 1000 at Newcastle, but I was well and truly going out of the first round and he ended up winning it. I think that was the only opportunity that we're in the same event.
Right. We said that about...
Hopefully next year on the challenges or...
Yeah. Well, we said that about Ryan at Burleigh. I think he was going to have a heat with Ryan potentially, and then Ryan had the baby or something. Yeah. And he was like, I'm stoked that didn't happen because it would have been a weird dynamic.
What's his TM do at that point? Does he...
Well, you can answer that, mate. Zach's sort of semi-tossing up, maybe doing a few QSs next year, a few regional ones. What's your plan if you come up against...
Well, it's just like how... genuinely keen you are to actually have a crack at the sport, like comes into it. It's like, are you do you want to get further, or are you just happy doing the QS?
I
Like,
just want to go pull some leg rubs. Fuck them.
get in thick of it.
But like, you come up against one of your team members. Is it play on?
Yeah, I don't know
To a
what
certain
his
degree.
frame of mind is.
Nah, where I am in my life right now, I'd be like,
You're happy to let it slide.
I'm not battling anyone.
Yeah.
I'm not sitting on you.
Yeah.
If the man upstairs makes me win the heat without paddle battling all the games, and happy
Yeah.
days.
And he seemed like he's genuinely keen to come back and he's hungry, so I don't think he'd
He would
give
roll
you an
over.
inch. From,
Nah,
from what
I
I've
think-
from what I've seen, like,
He's not giving you away.
yeah, he's not just there to take part.
And either
Yeah.
way, like in that scenario, a Revere surfer's getting through the heat, you know,
100%.
and that's his brand. So he's
Yeah.
like, whatever happens, happens.
Win-win.
So yeah, you've started your first proper season back on the QS now. You sit in 4th position. Unfortunately, we got the news, and we touched on this earlier. Jarvis been injured, so technically you're in 3rd place after another couple of events. You're not that far behind him. What are your feelings being back competing, and what's your goal for this year?
Goal is obviously the Challenger Series.
Yep.
Yeah. That's where I left for sport, and that's where I want to get back to.
Yep.
And then obviously to further things from there. But yeah, it's a long season. We're only
Yep.
3 events in, but
That's it.
feeling much better this season. I feel like coming back, I only just caught the back end of last season, so I was like trying to rush it a bit,
Yeah.
and like felt like I had to prove myself within those last 3 events. To then obviously I was trying to get a bit of support, you know, whether that's financially from brands. I was trying to prove myself too quick to then hopefully give me a bit of freedom in the back half of the year.
For sure.
And that just didn't work out at all. I tried to stand on the board in a rash, and I was just stiff and like didn't feel like myself. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Does it
the
feel
season
different
what's
this
that?
time? Does it feel
100%.
different?
Yeah, season started, and I've got 12 months to prove myself. So I'm like, it'll come at some point.
I love
Yeah.
that response compared to when we asked Leno that same question. What did he say? He was like, yeah, like, don't want to get too far ahead of myself just yet. It was like event 2, and he was like sitting in 1st or 2nd place.
Yeah.
I think Leno's pretty set in stone. He won't say it, but
You're not far.
I think he's all got it tied up.
He's
I think he's a little worried about the next few events being there's one in Japan.
Japan, yeah,
There's
Little
one in he'd be a good crack at Philippines.
and Taiwan.
But then Taiwan, I feel like no one's a favourite at Taiwan. Hey.
Everyone's just doing twirly birds left, right, and centre.
It's just, it could be 1,000 foot Mackin sideshore
Yeah, yeah.
or flat and glassy.
Yeah, yeah.
It could be anything.
Those waves like Philippines and Nias and that are so hard because they're just a wave catching contest, really.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
there's the odd tube and a heat, and if you're on them, you make the heat. It doesn't matter your skill level. Like,
Yeah. No, there was 9s and 10s last year that I don't think the same crew are going to get 9s and 10s again in a Challenger Series somewhere else.
Yeah,
So
100%.
Is the
So those ones are super tricky. Obviously, anyone can do well.
is the Philippines?
that's why I was going to do them. They're the
Just
ones
Philippines
I was
and
going to
Nia.
do.
Just Philippines and Nia.
Yeah, they were the ones I was going to do. And Cruy because to the left.
Yeah, cruise.
Is Philippines Cloud 9 again?
Yeah.
See, that's a skits event as well, because there's some wild cards in that event that pretty much have the best read on a wave I think I've ever seen a human have, with like in terms of connection with a lineup. John Mark Takong springs to mind.
Yeah.
That bloke paddles out and it'll be 3 foot and onshore, and it'll suddenly be 6 foot and offshore.
Yeah.
It's crazy what he does out there. So
He gives people a bath out there.
He
He's
does.
so gnarly. He gave me a bath in Nias.
he's gnarly. Like, I don't think he's dropped. There was a stat, and it was, I can't remember off the top of my head, but don't think he dropped like a final out there for
No.
a number of years.
Yeah,
So
he's got a great track record.
yeah, you throw him in the mix and a few crew like that, the Alapayos and the like, and there's some, that's like a local fill. There seems to be like
okay.
15 Alapayos.
Like
in
the
there.
wows at
Yeah,
Nias.
you know.
One of them was doing rodeos when I was there. It was gnarly. Couldn't do anything else.
Really?
Just not a turn. Nothing.
That's
Just been
cute.
practicing rodeos.
That's so gnarly.
He'd be like combo and just do 2 rodeos and make his heat. And you're like, what the fuck are you supposed to do here? Your coach is on the beach scratching his head going, what?
Yeah.
It was pretty gnarly.
And Jack Murray, who you'd be friends with as well from way back, obviously an
Fellow Billabong rider.
Bong rider as well
Yeah,
from
yeah.
back in the day, sent us this one in, and we think it's
I thought you were going to say he's back on the queue.
No, he's not.
Yeah, me and Jack making the fucking comeback.
He's doing Philippines.
yeah, no, he wrote into us. We're guessing this is the case, but you're gunning for the CT in the next couple of years, right? That's the final goal.
Yeah, obviously everyone's dreams to get the CT.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just doing the sport and seeing how far I can get. And
Seeing where you can get.
it might not get out of the QS region, but if I've given it a crack, I'll sleep better.
Absolutely.
Do you reckon you can do it?
Yeah, I believe so.
Fuck yeah.
I don't know, do you?
We're behind you, mate.
I should have asked you first before I answered.
I've got full faith.
I don't know. I feel like I've got
No, you know
I feel like
that
I've
we're...
got leaps and bounds of improvement
Yeah.
from where I am now. And I feel like if I can improve to where I think I can, then yeah, I feel like I can.
That's a scary
Get to
thought.
CT.
If you've got leaps and bounds of improvement in you, because you're surfing pretty bloody
Yeah, I feel
good
like
right
got so
now.
much to work
Mate, you've
on,
got our
so-
tick of approval, no worries.
Absolutely.
Cheers, lads.
What's your take? And this is kind of just like we got a few listener questions for you as well. This is just a sort of few, like, you don't have to spend much time on these, but
Yeah.
the current state of competitive surfing, do you like where it's at? Is it maybe a point of contention? Like, do you think there's something that could be done better? Where are you at with
Because
that?
you've obviously taken time off, and it was a different world from when you were previously
And
competing.
I wasn't even really following along why I was stepped away, to be honest, until that last 12 months when I knew I was going to get back into it. But I love it this year that they've cut that mid-year cut.
Yeah,
That
agreed.
was atrocious. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty stupid.
no one wants to see, like, no one gets happiness off seeing someone lose their job halfway through a year. Like,
Nah.
And
And
not
they
even,
said-
I don't think there's any pleasure in that.
no, and not even covering the amount of money it takes you to get there as
For
well.
sure.
you
Like,
know?
people have worked 10, 11 years to get onto the CT. It's what to have to requalify in 6 months.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's not a skateboard event where, all right, there's your park. It's the same thing every time for everyone. Like,
You
just have 3
started.
bad events and there goes your career. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's so hard to get onto the CT that
Yeah.
should be given 12 months crack at it.
Long live Edgar Grigea. That's what I say to that poor bloke. Spent his whole life and
Yeah.
not long on there. But,
But when did he come onto the scene? Like, I'd never heard of him until
he's
he
been battling for
qualified.
sure.
But was
I
he
think he's
there
been-
like 4 years ago or so?
I think he's been like maybe the 20s and 30s pack for like a long time.
Yeah, okay.
He's
He
look,
just got that twirly bird on lock and then made it.
we got a soft spot for Edgar Grigea here at the LAGO podcast.
You do.
We made it
He's
very
do.
well
I
known.
think you do.
I do. Dak doesn't, but
So the next question's kind of similar. Do you think the surf industry is doing enough for the next gen? Because I'd call you like the next gen, really,
Still?
of surfers. Yeah, but you're 24, mate.
That's nice.
There's Edgar Grigea, fucking 33 or whatever he is.
Yeah.
Do you think, like, do you see any improvement that the WSL could make for someone like you giving it a red hot crack?
I think I don't know their whole concept and their reasoning behind going challenger qualifying CT, like dividing that challenger and qualifying. And it might be financial to make it more accessible for us people in the region. If that's the case, then they haven't really nailed it, because our 6 big events are overseas.
Crazy.
And at least this year they've grouped a couple. Like, they grouped Crew in Nias and they grouped Cloud9 and Taiwan.
Mm-hmm.
The first couple of years, they were like, you'd come back for a month,
Yeah.
and people fortunate enough would stay in Bali for a month. But there's not many big ones in Australia at all. So
But we have the strongest region.
yeah,
On
100%.
Earth.
There's so much depth, which is weird. I guess is it the government not wanting to fund big events? And I think the Indonesian government are happy because
Oh,
great
yeah.
for their
It all
tourism,
comes down to
but-
tourism funding and all that, mumbo jumbo that comes with it, the red tape. But it is a shame. It makes it hard. And is it hard for you at the moment to do it, or is it?
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, those first couple were very hard to get to.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely had support from people around me to help me get there.
Mm.
Now I've got a job, I'm not as stressed. See how long the job lasts and how long they hold on to me, but
Yeah.
it gives me confidence I can get to the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Because I know there's a lot of people, week to week.
That's what I feel like
So
a lot
I don't
of.
know. I honestly don't know how a lot of these people do it. I don't know if it's parents letting them chase their dreams for however long, and then they're like, "All right, you didn't get there. Like,
Yeah,
that's
cut
enough." You see people fade away.
I think that's true, because a lot of people are questioning it. It's a genuine question.
like, how can these people afford it? It's a lot of money.
Yep. And say you're on a $30,000 a year contract, that's getting you halfway almost nowadays.
it gets you to the events, but what are you going to eat when you get there?
You got an Optus bill.
Naziguri.
You got travel insurance,
Optus not cheap, eh?
car rego at home, rent
Yeah.
at home. Like, it's fucking phenomenal
Yeah,
how difficult
I
it is.
definitely love the tour that we're doing. We go to some incredible spots and incredible waves, but I don't think it's super accessible for everyone.
No.
A lot of people making it work, but for however long that is, it might only be for 3 years. Like,
Yeah.
not everyone can keep doing this as long as they believe they can get there, you know.
Yeah. And the other thing as well, like if you do crack the Challenger and you maybe don't have the best start to the year, if you're not in that top 20, you're back on the regional. So you're almost trying to double dip, you know. So
Dozen challenges are paying for the whole QS season plus the Challenger season. Like,
Yeah, it's
no
fucking
time
gnarly.
to work at home. I don't know how they're making it work.
no.
But respect to them.
Have you got that email already drafted up when you make the Challenger series?
Too.
Hi, to whom it may concern, I will be absent from this date to this date.
To work. Yeah. That will definitely make it trickier.
Well, your boss is
Worry
Fraser DeVell.
about
so
that down the line.
he should
Got to
be
get there.
fine.
Got to get there
Yeah,
first.
the money gets better as well as you progress as well. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's the main
You
thing.
hope so.
I remember talking to James Wood about that, who you know, Woody, how he funded it. And I just remember him saying he just chucked it on a credit card. Like he just chucked it on a credit card, got home and worried about the rest later, you
That's
know.
gnarly.
Yeah, which is crazy to think about. But
So I definitely think they could probably make it more affordable if it's called the regional tour, then make it a regional tour. Not that
Like we used to have the Australian Open down in Manly. That thing was
Sick.
fucking huge comp.
Yeah.
And it was a 6-star or something like that. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was mental. I probably like the old way better. Like,
yeah,
you don't say like your Reefs and your Lenos who have already qualified for the Challengers. They've got to wait 8 months till they can actually have a crack at the Challengers. Like the old one, you'd start off the year good, you'd beat them by the back half, and then you could still qualify. You know,
Yep.
you can make it work.
100%.
Maybe I'm saying that because I'm in this
No,
boat,
I agree.
and I want to be there, but I'm here.
I agree.
And I've had a couple of results, so I would be there in the old system. Like, I don't know.
No, I completely agree because it's a staged.
It doesn't take 24 months to
Yeah.
get to where you want to be. Yeah.
You could, if you got on the right run, you could start the year at freaking, I don't know, D-bar or whatever, you know, in a 1,000, and then you'd end up in the 10,000 by the end of the year. You'd end up at the Triple Crown in Hawaii, you know, and you could be genuinely trying to qualify. So I think that financially that makes the most sense
100%.
as an onlooker. But look, they're going for this tiered system, and how effective that is in even the right surfers getting to the tour, I'm not sure, but it looks like they're making a few sweeping changes. So we'll see how that goes.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned. Zach wants to know what's the best non-surf experience you've had while traveling for contests. Is there anything?
I am just here. I could have asked it, but he asked on behalf.
Yeah, but the issue here is, Zach, we've numbered this, and I don't know where you are on the sheet, and I also don't know where I am. So I'm just
Yeah, deviated.
we've deviated heavily. We're making it work.
Oh, right.
Any late night shenanigans?
There's been some great nights out,
Yeah.
but nothing that like comes to mind. You probably have a few views from overseas.
He's got
Probably
plenty,
better
mate.
ones than me.
I got a couple. They're the bushfire kind of,
Nothing
not the
right
bushfire. They're the campfire chats.
Yeah, nothing
yeah.
right up my sleeve right here. But got a few tips.
We'll have
I'll
to
probably
get you
dribble
on.
a few out later on.
When you qualify, we'll get you back on, and if you don't have that question sorted, then we're going to fine you.
Yeah. We'll have a dozen and then it'll probably fall out.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Should we get into our listener questions?
I think so. I'm going to get rid of that first one. We already talked about that one. It's not really. Luke Summer. How's it?
Whoever was that listener is not happy.
He's lost a fan.
Yeah, sorry.
Who's lost a follower like that?
They don't know who it was, though, so that's
Just
fine.
alt control delete from the fucking podcast notes.
It was Harry O'Brien. Luke Summer, how's it feel to be one of the only surfers with a plan B? And that's
Being a uni degree.
not birth control.
What? Sorry, what? Where did that come from?
Plan B is not a contraceptive, but like it's what you take
For women, isn't
for
it?
women. Yeah.
Oh, my mum was like that ad on TV. If you need a plan B, the RBT one.
No,
and then
it's
you
not.
went contraceptive. I'm like, what?
No. Yeah.
Sorry,
If you've made bad decisions,
I think the listeners already know I'm pretty special.
it's all right. We're all special in our own ways. How does it feel to be one of the only surfers with a plan B, though, Caleb?
Yeah, I don't know how it feels, but
Confidence, I
yeah,
guess.
it's definitely
Yeah.
confidence and reassuring. Definitely gives me freedom just to go and surf and have a crack at it
Yeah.
for however long it takes, you know.
Yeah.
Not giving myself 2 or 3 years, and if I don't make it, I don't make it. Like, just until I feel I've reached my peak, and then
Call it a day
make
there.
a decision, and hopefully that peak's where I want it to be.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Second one, Homo Maltzen, who's a young fella. I think he's Australian. But this was a question that I found really cool because he's, like I say, he's pretty young. I think he's like 14 or so.
Yeah.
Look, seems basic on the outside, but I think a lot of Groms probably could do with hearing this. And was uni hard? And like, yeah, basically, can you give some of the Groms out there some insights into how achievable it is to do a degree, like in terms of taking time off and you can still come back and have a crack, you know? Like,
yeah, it was bloody hard.
Hard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So many times I thought it was out of my depth.
Yeah.
But I'd signed up to it, so I'm going to finish it.
For sure.
Definitely was a 95 HD student, but got the pass and I've got a job now. But
Please get degrees.
There's definitely certain degrees you probably could juggle with surfing.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you exactly what they are.
So,
I've seen friends do degrees and, you know, they're not doing similar hours to what I was having to do, you know, sleepless nights and you can take work away with you and stuff. My work was pretty hands-on, you know, having to present and design and make models and stuff. So, yeah, it's definitely degrees. Find what your passion is and if you're keen to juggle it with surfing, then find something that's, you know, online or you don't have to be in there too much.
For sure.
Or if you find something that you love and you can't juggle both, do it and finish it and then go back to it.
Yeah, and that was the main point there is like you can do that. You don't just have to like, just because you step away to do a degree or if you can juggle both, brilliant. But if you have to step away, it's not the end of the world. You can still come back and have a career or at least attempt to have a career, you know. You're not getting rid of any chances, you know. Like there's a few Groms around here that I think could listen to that as well. And even if it's not a degree, like work or, you know, like you can still work and still find your opportunities to surf and train and do all that sort of stuff.
There's so much time in a day I've
100%.
come to figure out.
Yeah.
And you just got to be willing to make the most of that.
Absolutely.
Like there's a lot of kids like, oh, now I want to be a pro surfer, and they're like, but they're not willing to work. Yeah. It's like it's going to be the sport now. If you want to do it, you're going to have to pay your own way and do it.
Yeah.
Discipline.
Or don't do it. Or don't do it. Like it's up to you. It definitely can be made happen.
Yeah.
And yeah. Get your hands dirty.
Do you want to go to the last one?
We've got the last one here for you. It's the hardest question ever.
Yeah.
Because we often get it wrong. We got Chopes coming up.
Is it Scraps one?
No, it's not.
No. Men's genitalia has not made it into this.
You just brought it into it. Well done.
But yeah. We got
this
Chopes
one's
coming
for
up.
you, Scrap.
Yeah.
No.
We got Chopes coming up. You've surfed Chopes before, right? Scary wave.
Yeah, it's frightening. I'd love to go back now.
Who is your men's and ladies winners?
Yeah, wow. When does it start?
Next Friday, Thursday.
Yeah, it's pumping today.
It's cool.
I know.
Oh, see that one Matade Jorlik got?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
Like
fucked up.
lifted over the foam ball.
Yeah.
He's a beast.
That was Surfer of the Week, which we forgot. We've been picked up recently because we've been forgetting to do Surfer of the Week.
Oh, okay.
And we forgot this week. But that's our Surfer of the Week.
Surfer of the Week.
Matade
It's done.
He's
Brought
a
to you by
beast.
Caleb Tancred. Thank you. Who you got winning?
I'd love to see Connor continue on that momentum.
Double whammy.
Wow.
Pretty skits. They reckon he could?
I think good things happen in
he's
bunches,
killed
right?
He's killed it at Fiji. Like,
He did well at Olympics, given his like heats and whatnot. Like I feel like he was still one of the standouts in the Olympics, although he didn't win.
He was sending it, like big time.
I'd love to see him follow up and get to the final five, and then it's in Fiji, and then it's like anything can happen there.
Is he statistically possible?
I haven't even looked where he's on the rankings.
I think some people with his ankles would have to break.
Oh, is he pretty far away?
He'd need some stuff to go his way. That's
He's
for
11th.
sure.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think if he won and no
is
one
this the
else-
last event?
It's the last one.
Oh, okay.
So Connor's your men's pick.
I reckon Connor, I'd like to see Ryan there.
Ryan, no, he fell off.
So much I follow him.
That's all right.
You said you didn't used to follow it, but
Yeah,
I thought you might have
still
got back in.
Follow the CT from afar. I love watching it, but I don't keep a track of the rankings.
Yeah.
Fair.
I want to get there.
When
and then
life
I'll
is
keep
a
track
revolve
of it.
around surfing, it's naturally okay to take a little bit of a step back.
Yeah.
What about the
I'd love to
women's?
see. Women's
There's only about 8
is-
to choose from. Do you want us to get the names?
Yeah,
up?
I'm like.
Do you know who they are?
I know
No.
who your pick will be. Just quite. It'd probably be Pickles, right? Given that.
I was thinking Vahina. Is it
Vaheen Fierro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
gnarly.
She's.
Is she in it this year?
She is in it. She got the World
She
Cup.
Does she
is
get
in
given
it.
a straight spot into it, or she's got to go through trials?
Nah,
or-
she got given a spot. There's actually a 12-year-old girl.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
Is she
Yeah.
gnarly?
Cool,
She's
yeah.
obviously is.
Sh-
But
She'll beat people. She's like, if she can keep her head straight
Yeah.
for like just that half an hour heat or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of footage of her getting actually pushed into waves. So
Yeah.
I'm guessing she can paddle in on her own, given that she's won the trials. But she will
she
beat
can
her.
paddle in.
Her.
Push assist in the CT.
Liba under 8
Into
push
just the
in.
fattest tube. They'd be skits.
she's got incredible backhand technique.
Yeah,
Barrel
wow.
ride, like,
I haven't seen her ride. a
better
wave.
than me for sure. So
Yeah.
she will take some names, I think.
Yeah. Vahina, yeah, I reckon.
She's a
could be
pretty
gnarly.
safe.
Has she won it? She's done very well.
She's won it, I think, or she's made semi-finals, and I think
Nah, she hasn't won.
I think she has. This is actually one I don't know, but she's
Kaoli's obviously gnarly.
she's made very good results at both appearances. She's so much better than everyone. It's
Yeah.
purely the time she's lost. I know she's at least made a semis there is because she just didn't get the waves in her heat,
Yeah.
but she was far and away better. Same with Callie Vast, who
He's gnarly because like a lot of those local guys are good when it's big, you know.
yeah,
But he's so technical when it's small too, and he can mix in a turn or two. Like
100%.
he's a threat no matter what the conditions are.
Yep, I reckon he's
Love
going to
seeing-
be in everyone's fantasy.
Yeah.
It'd be in mine. It's actually I've done it.
Same.
This is a little sneak peek. He's actually my power surfer ×2. I've got on him,
Wow.
so huge calls being made here. But he, I don't know if you followed it this closely. It seems maybe like you haven't, but he beat Kelly Slater going switch out there the other year.
No way.
Yeah, so
What a beast.
yeah, incredible.
Jack Robbo.
Yeah, he'll be a pretty gnarly
He's
one.
good whenever there's a Cabernet.
He's always in the mix.
Left or right.
I'm feeling Yago's going to have a shocker.
Yeah,
But let's not go into
He's
it
locked
too
in the
much.
final five.
He's already
locked
locked
in.
in.
He's-
Yep.
he's
the
done.
only one locked in.
yeah. Everyone else is still could technically fall
Small
out.
Fiji, he's going to be gnarly.
He's gonna be hard
Even
to
big
beat.
Fiji. Like.
Yeah,
But imagine like Fiji turns like the odd tube. Like,
Fuck, I
a
hope
few
it's
alley oops
not.
in the mix, and you know.
yeah, he'd be
It's going to
really
be
good.
so shit if it's fucking like G-Land. You know, when the tour went to G-Land, it was just...
Yeah, I can't
Everyone's like,
remember.
G-Land, yeah! All the fucking boomers came out like, yeah, I've been there back in 76. And it was dog shit, and they just got pissed in the jungle.
That's one that you probably wouldn't want to remember anyway. It
Yeah.
was like 3 foot the whole time. It
Yeah,
was tiny,
okay.
so definitely not a memorable event. But that's
Just Felipe having jungle juice.
yeah. Felipe getting on the sauce.
Who won that?
Robbo.
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 What did Rio win? Fiji or something?
Rio
has
On his
won.
back end.
Finaled in Cloudbreak, I think.
Fine.
believe.
No, he won one not long ago.
Yeah, wasn't it Fiji? I left on his
You got
back
second at Fiji
end. Okay.
Yeah,
to Griffin.
don't know, but I know he got second.
Pretty sure it was Griffin.
But dude, that's pretty well all we've got for you tonight. Thanks so much for coming on. It's
Thanks for
actually
having
thanks,
us,
mate.
lads.
It's
Hope
been-
I made sense to you.
Nah, dude, you're very, very well spoken. So it's
That was
great.
a good chat.
We got
Was
it all
it?
out. That
Yeah.
was very good chat. Thanks so much for coming on. And to all the listeners, thanks for tuning in for another week. If you haven't already,
And scrap, yeah, I do.
yeah, it's great. You know what we're talking about, Harry.
Scrappy has won. One of us. One of us.
With that, we'll leave it. If you haven't followed us already, please do so at the
Yep.
LAGO podcast. And if you can, please follow us on your podcast app and YouTube and subscribe and like.
On that note as well, big thanks to Yuli's for supplying some beautiful drops as well as Motorino.
Absolutely.
You're going to give him a little plug. What are you wearing?
Just the knit, mate. Got the white and brown knit on.
Fuck, there is a matter of time until there's tomato sauce down the front of that.
Yeah. Well, it made it back from Connor had a shindig for his win. I wore this, which was a brave choice, and it made it home in
Any-
reasonable state.
Any
so,
exclusives for our listeners out there?
No, Zach, not for
Do you
prying ears.
need to get that thing over the piano bar again? Work of your treat.
100%. Absolutely. But
Yeah.
yeah, with that, we'll leave it. we'll call it quits there. Thanks again, and we'll see you next week.
Adios.
Bush.
Beautiful.